Hello, this is Mike with Serve Tucson, and today we just want to help share some of the ideas that we get as we do volunteer work around the city to inspire you to make things happen in your world. And so today our topic is making connections. And so this is going to come about more as a story that will give some insights and ideas. So about a month ago, I have a part-time courier job, and I drive some things around for an accountant, and I had to drop into Invisible Theater to deliver something, and then they occasionally invite me and give me free tickets to their shows, and it's really great to go see a theater. It was a good show on a Saturday, and then a couple days later I dropped into XO Coffee just to get some work done, hang around, and then I saw a guy sitting across from me who had a little sticker on his computer, Scoundrels and Scamps Theater, and I thought, wow, I just went to the theater. He's with theater, and I'm interested in how this is part of our city, this whole idea of arts and entertainment and things that are good for kids. So I got talking to the guy, and they have their office right nearby at the old Y, or the Azuzi Theater, and they said that they're doing some programs that are inviting children to come from less privileged schools to get free tickets to some of their matinees. And I said, well, gosh, I've been all over the city now for 7 years in lots of schools that need some help, and so maybe I could send out an email to people and see who wants to come to your shows. So getting that going, that got some things going, and then so I sent out that email to a bunch of schools around the city and made some connections with people about their shows, but also I got a couple replies back, and one was from a lady at VC Elementary School saying, hey, I'm over here now at Agave by Catalina High School, and we're interested in getting our students to do some volunteering. Another lady's over here at Johnson. She said, hey, can you help us in October? And we got talking, and then I asked her where's her sister at, who used to be the principal at Wright Elementary School, where we did a big project years ago. And she said, well, my sister's now at Grijalva Elementary School. So I got some U of A volunteers coming up in October. I need to place them somewhere to do something. So I'm putting all this together, going with the flow, making connections about time, what's going on right now. We're about serving the community, connecting things. And so, hey, I went out here to make a trip. And so I visited Grijalva. We set up a project for October 20th a few days ago that went well. In the meantime, another friend was asking me about getting help for the YMCA in the South Side to reorganize some rooms and move some furniture. And I dropped in to visit a friend at Southgate Academy who works there, and she invited me to talk to her leadership class here in a couple of weeks. Then I went over to Agave and met with the lady, and we set up a project now to work in the Flowers Dodge neighborhood nearby. And then also, South Point High School has some volunteers coming up, and they're the ones who actually sent volunteers way back when out to VC and Johnson. So because of South Point High School volunteers and U of A volunteers, all this is coming together. See, we're all connecting, serving our city, and making things happen. And so with this, some things you want to remember to help all this happen. So we've had some projects going on. Is you got to meet people, work with people. It's good to be face-to-face with people, meet them. You get to know them, be friends, and then you start to share ideas with each other in connections. And then you kind of got to know who you are so that you can know how to operate in your world. Like me, I like operating in a city, having time to make connections, meeting people, serving, and also being always available for something fresh. What's happening right now? See, this all happened right now. The theater thing happened, boom, and all of a sudden the flow happened, and everything is just going. So I hope this encourages you. It's good insight how to make connections in your mind with all these things. And I know around this it's more complicated even, but we can talk about that some other time. So thank you, and I just trust that you'll make some connections in your world. Thank you.
So let us love the same.